Hey you guys, this is Makanor, and I just wanted to talk about the hate that other can get. And this wasn't really originally supposed to be a topic to talk about in a YouTube video, but this morning I was disappointed and surprised at what I saw on social media. I had a friend on social media, but this morning I saw them post 5 communities or subcultures that they hated, and Otherkin was one of them. And this wasn't somebody that was Otherkin. This wasn't somebody that was identified as anything else. He's just an average, everyday person, and they had no knowledge of the Otherkin community beforehand. And it disappointed me. I wasn't hurt about it, but it deeply disappointed me that people just jump to these negative assumptions and conclusions about Otherkin in general. And that made me question: do Otherkin deserve the hate they get online and in real life? And my answer is no. I don't personally believe that other can deserve the hate that they get online and in real life. The whole concept and belief in life, the whole concept and belief of otherkin does not harm anybody. It does not it does not cause it does not cause a Therian or any other type of otherkin to go up and just randomly sacrifice someone's pet dog or cat to some malevolent god to rain hellfire and disease and plague on a neighborhood. It doesn't cause a Therian to randomly maul people and bite them and maim them. It doesn't cause otherkin to go psycho and stab people and harm other people or harm themselves. And I'd go as far as even say this: the concept of having a non-human soul goes back millennia. But I will discuss that in another video. But the thing is, they're not harming anybody. And I'd say the general age for otherkin is like anywhere from 15 to 18. So you're talking about a bunch of harmless teenagers. And these teenagers aren't hurting anyone. They aren't attacking your beliefs. They aren't trying to debate your beliefs. If anything, I believe Otherkin is a isolated community to itself. It's an isolated thing to itself. And the reason I say that is if Otherkin don't get crap in the Otherkin community, which is filled with elitists and narcissists in this weird hierarchy they have, then Otherkin get all this disproportionate, unwarranted hate from the general public, whether it's online, through social media, or in person. And at that point, one feels like they're in a cage. You can't you can't be open about being otherkin unless you be cyber harassed online or bullied in real life, or somebody might have a prejudice against you or feel like you're mentally ill so you don't get a job or anything. And then you can't be in these groups online that are otherkin community based groups because there's some type of narcissistic pricks telling you what you are and what you aren't. So you're kind of stuck where you have to just basically keep it to yourself. But what gets me is most of the time when otherkin are being harassed or attacked, or the hate is coming towards otherkin, it's just disgusting. It's disgusting. And I've seen a video like a couple hours ago where this channel was talking about the difference between teen werewolves and Therians. It was a good video and it really put the difference in there. But some guy commented, if they believe that they can be wolves, I should be a wolf hunter and I should be able to hunt them. And so the guy was talking about how cool it would be to wear teenage Therians' smooth skin as a pelt. And this is the sick hate, the sick vitriolic hate that other can get online constantly. This isn't like, every now and then. That this happens frequently. And I'm not going to say like you have some, offhand examples of somewhat like what people think are the craziness of the otherkin community. And I've seen like some videos where they was talking about Tumblr posts of people sending death threats to people who hate otherkin. And I'm gonna say this: that is not the otherkin community. That is not what real otherkin stand for. Real otherkin do not believe in sending death threats or hate to anybody that disagrees with them. That's not in the otherkin community. That's not what I think any good, decent otherkin stands for. And the thing is, there's more to a community than Tumblr. The whole otherkin community doesn't live on Tumblr. The whole otherkin community doesn't live on Facebook. It doesn't live on Instagram or anything like that. And you can't base a whole community off of one person that horribly misrepresented in a and basically in a documentary or an interview. You can't, because Otherkin, the whole concept and belief of Otherkin has a wide, varying degree of perspectives and experiences and beliefs. So no two people, in my opinion, share the same experience of being Otherkin. And to me, it's just a wondrous, in my opinion, somewhat peaceful community. We don't bother anyone. Like the whole Otherkin don't bother anyone. But it just seems like a lot of people just like to bash Otherkin for unbased reasons. And I assure you, the cases that you do see of people hurting people and killing people and whatnot, those are the offhand mentally ill and mentally disturbed people. There's always a couple of rotten apples in any group, in any sub community, any racial group, or any type of demographic. There's always some sour apples, and in those cases, we don't let that ruin the bunch, do we? We don't say, oh, this one guy killed such and such people, therefore all guys are bad, or this one woman drowned her kids, so therefore all mothers are bad, or all women are bad at taking care of kids. We don't. We take it by case basis. And I at least would like to see the Otherkin community held to the same standard. You can't judge, you can't basically bash and harass and bully and attack the Otherkin for what other bad examples have done. Wolfie Blackheart does not represent the Otherkin community. She doesn't represent the Theron community. Um, a lot of other people that you see in these poorly did interviews and documentaries, they don't fully represent the Otherkin community. They are just examples. Do they stand for all of us? No, but they do represent themselves, what they stand for. And I think a lot of people don't tend to think about that. They don't tend to think it's easier for people to jump on a hate wagon and hate something that they don't understand, they have no information about, rather than to ask the actual source of the actual person or the actual group itself. And I just wish, I guess, that a lot of I just wish the general public would do that more. Just ask another can. Just do that. Just ask another can what they believe and what they stand for and stuff like that. Instead of just bashing everyone in general, just ask a legitimate, credible person that is Otherkin. Just ask them questions. Like, it's not hard. Like, heck, I know a lot of people in the Otherkin community are very credible very credible sources of information that love or would want to be asked what Otherkin is. There's pages on what Otherkin is, what Therians are, and what the whole concept is, and what is or is not acceptable. It's not. It's not like you're searching for some lost crypt or treasure. This isn't. This isn't like a treasure map where you're searching around the seven seas to find information. This is basically easy stuff. You can just find it. This is Makanor. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.